Wake up, Melbourne. Jase and Lauren. Turn it up.
Start your morning the right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jase and Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday.
Good morning. How are we all?
Good morning.
Morning. I'm a little under the weather this morning.
Yeah, you're a bit off.
Lauren just said to me, Clint, when you were reading your news, she goes, "You all right?" And I said, "Yeah, no, I'm feeling a bit off. I'm not feeling the best. Got a really sore throat and everything." She goes, "Is there anything I can get you?" And I said,
yeah.
"Oh, just a smile." And then she gave me the filthiest look I've ever seen. And she goes, "I'm not a performing monkey. I'll get you a tea."
I said I'm not a performing monkey. I don't smile on demand.
It's a good
But
point.
if you'd like a peppermint tea or a
You're not an
lemsip,
actress.
No,
I can
fair
help
point.
with that.
How good's a lemsip?
I love a lemsip.
Oh,
If I could have one thing in my medicine cupboard, it would
It's
be
a
a
lemsip.
lemsip.
So
I
you're
love
that
them.
bad?
or that little, that maroon gargle.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Benadine.
Benadine.
It's not Benadine, it's betadine.
Is it?
Betadine.
Betadine.
Yeah, betadine. You know the worst though is when you do the
Betadine.
and then you got to be careful spitting it out in the sink because the little eye
It goes everywhere.
Everywhere.
You got to do a really neat spit.
Yes.
You know who else is sad this morning?
I'm not sad. I'm
My
just,
Paul. He's still sitting down in the man cave waiting for Jase to turn up to watch State of Origin.
Oh, did you stand him up?
no, well, we never
Never
had a
heard
formal.
from him
no,
again.
no. We
Well,
never.
you said you were going.
Yeah.
No, I said I'd think about it. We
No,
never.
no, 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 no,
you
no, no,
said,
no.
I'll see you later, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, he's still waiting
He
there
said
with
on
his
the show
party
and
pies
the
and sausage
podcast.
rolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
we say a lot of things on this show. We don't
Yeah, no,
mean.
he's still waiting downstairs. So he goes, "Is Jase really coming over?" I said, "I think so." I'm
Well,
just waiting to
lucky
hear
there's
from
2
him.
more games.
Oh no, I think you've been uninvited.
Great. You know what? It wasn't really the game to sit and watch. It wasn't great. I went to bed early.
Well, I stayed up till halftime because Clint said they have great halftime entertainment, and there was nothing.
Pre-entertainment, I said.
League. It's not Super Bowl.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's not the Super Bowl.
I was in the shower for the pre, so I missed it.
Yeah, I missed
Hang
the
on, what are
pre's
you
as well.
doing, Clint?
I'm watching Alex de Minaur. He's in a quarterfinal right now at Roland Garros.
Oh, who's he playing? I can see.
Alexander Zverev.
Oh, he's very
Score
good.
check.
He's very good. Alex de Minaur's down a set. He's got a fight on his hands.
What's the score?
It's currently 4-4 in the second set.
Can someone
it's only
explain
second
something
set.
to me?
There's a lot
Yeah.
of tennis to
Talk
be
to me.
played.
I get the 15, I get the 30, I get the 40, I get the love.
It's a random scoring
the
system,
love.
isn't it?
I get the deuce, right? I don't understand the set.
What do you
Why?
mean?
When do you call a set?
It's first to six,
First
but
to
you got to be
six.
cleared by 2 games. Otherwise, you go to 7.
Right, but if you go to 7,
7-5, you got to be cleared by 2 games. If it's 6-all, you go to a tiebreak.
A tiebreak. But in the fifth and final set, it goes as long as it needs
Look,
to until you get 2 games
so you can
ahead.
go to 5 sets.
Oh,
in men's,
yeah.
you go to 5, women's go to 3, but in the final set, either the women's 3rd or the men's 5th, it goes and goes and goes until someone gets 2 games ahead.
And then what about like
Unless
if
it's
Clint and I-
Wimbledon.
hang on, if Clint and I are playing and I win the first 2 sets.
Games
do-
are,
No.
no,
You got to win a third.
a third in the men's. If
Right.
you're playing women's and you win 2, you're done.
Can't we just go 1, 2, 3? Like just
No.
make the point
Oh,
scoring a
don't
lot
you start
easier.
talking about the way the game works. I watched that State of Origin last night. They just run up one direction and then run back the other way.
yeah,
and then they
yeah,
run up
yeah,
the other
they
way
love
and then
it.
they run back the other
Yeah,
way and
yeah.
they don't do anything.
Yeah.
They just clothesline each other.
Yeah.
What about a little dummy? Do you like a dummy?
What's
she'd,
that?
she'd like a dummy.
What's
She'd be
a
a
dummy?
big fan of the dummy.
The dummy's when you fake a pass and
Well,
then
that-
you go the other way.
But then you can kick it. But
Chip
can
and
you
charge.
but the other team marks it.
No, there's no marking.
Catches.
There's no catches.
Very confusing.
Catches.
And
then there's the- then
if you
there's
hurt
the-
someone, you're off. And the
Oh,
whole
yes.
team has to play with
well,
one
there
less
was a
person.
big sin binning
Yeah,
last
there's
night,
sin bin,
wasn't
yeah.
there?
I thought you'd go in for 5 minutes.
And
Be
then
in
there's
big
the
trouble.
40-20 rule, that'd throw
I
off.
don't know that one.
What's that?
Oh, so if
Is
you
that when you kick it into touch?
yeah, so if you're behind your 40 metres, and you
Oh,
you
no.
kicked, I'm wasting my breath. What am I
They
doing?
just run up one way and run back the other.
Some good names though. Daly Cherry Evans is one of my
Cherry
favourites.
Evans, that was the name I liked.
He
too.
was man of the match.
Is
He
his
had a
first? But
blinder.
I thought his first name was Cherry.
No,
no.
Daly.
Hang on,
Middle name Cherry? Or is the last name Cherry?
Cherry Evans.
Cherry Evans.
So his
Cherry
first name
hyphen Evans.
is Daly.
Daly.
How do you spell that?
Daly.
I like a unique
Daly.
name. That's hot.
He's Eagle Eyes, brother.
I thought he might have been Eagle Eye Cherry Eagle. What his brother? I got there, sort of.
Did you?
Yeah.
Eagle Eye Cherry, great song.
Save
Tonight. Hey, more coming up on the Origin. Something did happen pre-game, which we need to talk about in the first few minutes of the show. Are we excited for tonight, guys?
You got me spinning in your atmosphere.
Nova's Red Room is tonight.
Yep.
I got there.
That voice right there is Keita Alexander. Tonight's going to be a little bit of fun. We've got your final invites coming up a little bit later on. And Keita's going to be popping by this morning.
She is. We've also
Excellent.
got a trip a day up for grabs. Today's trip is a goodie. We'll be telling you that just after 7 and how you can win that.
Clint.
Yes. And fight the break of dawn, 'cause tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Can we play it?
No, we actually played it the other week.
Did we?
Did we?
Yes.
Where do we think we are?
I know.
Triple M. That's weird. Why did we play that?
I don't-
Although, you know, we're playing a lot on Nova at the moment.
What?
It's weirding me out. Eminem. Not just that terrible new song, Houdini, but the
Good
old
morning,
stuff.
Eminem, if you're listening.
The old stuff. I was
still
driving to work yesterday morning at like 5:20 and we were banging out Eminem.
I still haven't seen 8 Mile.
Haven't you?
No.
Nah, I never saw it either.
Nah.
His daughter got married
Good
the
flick.
other day, I saw.
I saw that.
She's grown up,
He was all
hasn't
dolled
she?
up for the wedding as well, old
Yeah.
Eminem.
Well, so he should be.
Yeah.
Father of the bride.
God, stuff like that makes you feel old, doesn't it? Like Bindi Irwin having a baby. I'm like, how can a 12-year-old be having a
Yeah.
I
baby?
know. It's like all those people are frozen in time.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is Eagle Eye Cherry. No, I'm
Don't know what
joking.
else we're going to do.
Hey, little surprise at the State of Origin last night. We've got the audio and we're going to get your opinion on this, Lozzie, on the other side of this. Morning, everyone. You're on Nova 100. We take you to Sydney for
Yes.
the State of Origin game number 1 last night.
Accor Stadium, 80,000 in the house.
We've got game 2, don't we, at the G?
The MCG is hosting game 2.
Well, who goes to does game 3 happen
Yes,
if game
and
1 and
it's-
2 win? Or is the same person?
Yeah,
Dead
and
rubber.
it's just a,
Much like the tennis, if you 2 sets to love.
it's a flop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where's
like-
that, Brisbane?
Yes,
yeah.
Suncorp
no,
Stadium.
no one wants to host that.
No, but if it's 1-all,
Got it.
oh,
It's a scorcher.
game
Got it.
3 is a cracker.
Okay, so last night was game 1 in the State of Origin. I had to sit through it. Went to bed at halftime.
Did you?
But there was much controversy about the national anthem, I believe.
There always is, isn't there?
I love a national
Well, I
anthem.
think the more traditional, the safer you are.
Also, what throws them is, have you ever done ground announcing at a
Oh
football game?
my
Yes.
God,
The
once I had
delay.
to do it.
Oh my God, the delay's horrendous.
So you'd be like, good evening.
Good evening,
Good evening.
good
Good evening.
evening,
Good
good
evening. I don't know how artists perform.
Mm.
Well,
Like
they
the
wear
con-
in-ears, those little headphones, so they can't hear the delay. They
They
just hear.
have to.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
it's so off-putting.
But
First time I did, I'm like, good evening. Good evening.
it's horrible,
yeah,
isn't
I
it?
only did that ground announcing once, and it was when I worked for Mazda, and they sponsored North Melbourne,
Oh, yeah.
and they asked me to host the match day, and I thought it was the function, so I turned up in stilettos and a dress, and I got there, and they were like, "Out you go in the middle of the field." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Also,
They're like,
the
"You're
North
hosting
Melbourne
the
game.
match day on the field." Oh. And I was in stilettos and a dress sinking into the grass with every step. It was one of the worst nights of my life.
Also, at a Roos game, the echo would be quite strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of seats.
Yeah, I had friends that were there going, "What
Oh,
on
that's
earth
unfair.
are you doing?" I couldn't even tell you a North Melbourne player if it
Roos.
landed on my head. Anyway, last night at the State of Origin, the young man singing the national anthem, he's the guy who won
Dylan.
the Australian Idol, The Voice.
Australian
Idol.
Very
Dylan.
talented.
Lovely guy from the
Lovely
Northern
man.
Rivers.
Oh, we
Clint and
saw
I met
him.
him recently.
We saw him perform at the Sony function
That's
the other
right.
week.
Sony Foundation. Yep, he was in at Peter Mac Cancer Centre with us last week, performing to some of the kids in there. Lovely guy. But he's from the Northern Rivers, which is up near Byron Bay. Bit of a hipster.
Do
would you
things
say?
differently up there, don't they?
He did his own rendition.
Oh,
the national anthem.
never change the anthem.
Let's rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil, wealth for toil.
No.
Our home is girt by sea,
I mean, he sounds great.
a land of
Oh,
bounds
listen to the crowd trying to sing along.
Oh, yeah, they couldn't sing along.
beauty, rich and rare.
And
Guys,
the players didn't know what to do. Those big, gruff, tough men trying to sing along. I didn't hate it,
Don't. No.
but I think it's not a footy one.
do it in a bar.
I like it.
I
Not-
thought he
not in
sounded
football.
great,
I like it.
but those big,
Do you know what? Maybe
tough
the
men
maybe
didn't
the
know where to
guitar
look.
was a little bit.
You know,
I think the vocal was good. I feel like Dicko here. The vocal was good, but
Yeah.
the
How
guitar
was
could
he?
go.
Right.
It was a bit
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast for me.
How'd he look in the gold dress?
No, he was in a powder blue suit.
Wear more appropriate clothes.
I liked the powder blue suit.
I'll tell you what, there's been some shockers in the past. Remember Fergie for the Black Eyed Peas?
At the Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Have a listen.
Oh, yeah.
This is in a jazz bar.
Oh, yeah. Sexy Star Spangled Banner.
What's so proud? At the twilight's last gleam.
That was the Super Bowl, wasn't it? And the boys were all like,
Pass me a martini and a cigar.
I feel like I should be tipping her. It's just, yeah.
don't put your own twang on it. Just stick
Some,
to the melody.
Here's a fiver, Fergie.
What for?
just tuck that in.
Like, it was a bit jazz. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's
Or are you
what,
saying
yeah.
she's like a stripper? I don't know how you get stripper out of that.
No.
Get
We're
that
saying
out of your
jazz,
head.
jazz.
How do you get stripper out of that?
Doesn't matter. Let's move on to Roseanne.
I've never seen a stripper sing.
Roseanne.
I've seen
Roseanne.
strippers in my time and they're never singing.
Roseanne, well, you're getting ripped. Roseanne Barr.
Double threat.
The way she projects while still holding up that pole. Roseanne Barr
This was the worst ever.
at a baseball match. Put away your fiver. You're not going to need it for this one, Clint.
Did she get booed?
Mixed reception.
You can barely hear her over the crowd because she just yells the anthem.
She's a bit.
I don't hate it.
She's a bit. She's a bit.
I think
nutty,
all it
isn't
needed
she?
was a guitar. That's.
I'll get Scudder to do a remix.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Nah, I don't think we need
it
that.
is-
Everything's better with
That's
Scudder.
Just
That's a collab we don't need.
gone 6:15. You are on Nova 100. It is Jason Lauren. Clint's here from the newsroom as well. That is our names. No surprises.
Jace, Lauren, and Clint.
You got it.
Well, Jason.
Oh, well, it's
Jason.
Okay, so you know what? I would say Jace from Jason is pretty obvious.
Yes.
Would
Yeah.
you tell me if I'm overreacting on this one, right? We had a good mate of ours, Jez.
Jazza.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
And hang on. We got a Jazz on the team.
But he's just Jazz.
This is what throws me. Jazz, your name isn't short for insurance, not Jazz.
No, it's definitely Jazz, and it's definitely not short for anything.
That's
Just
it,
Jazz.
J-A-Z.
A lot of parents.
J-A-Z.
A lot of parents like that. They name their kid, but they don't want it to be abbreviated. They want them to be called what their name. Like now, a lot of people aren't calling their child Theodore. They're just calling them Ted.
Yes.
Oh.
It's funny you say that.
Ted.
Jez has got a Ted.
Oh yeah, Ted.
There you go, Teddy.
Is Theodore
Teddy.
Ted?
Yeah.
Yeah. Teddy.
Oh, I thought it'd be Theo.
No.
Or some might be. No, a lot of Theos are just Theo.
Ted.
I like go Teddy. till they have
Theodore
to-
Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt.
Till they have to go to a business meeting.
I had no
My dog
idea.
is called Ted and his full name is Theodore.
Please
course it
welcome the president, Teddy.
Yeah.
So
Teddy Roosevelt.
Jez works in real estate. He has been helping us with the purchase of our house.
Yes.
Got an email from him the other night. We just had to send through conveyancing details and stuff like that. And I was like, what the hell is this? His name is not Jez.
Oh.
What's his name?
Gerard.
Gerard.
Oh, yeah.
Gerard.
With a J or a G?
Jez.
A G.
And he spells it with a J, Jez?
Well, it is in my phone.
Or is he spelled a G-E-Z? But that could be a
He
you
should
problem.
be Jerry.
Thank you,
Gerard.
Clint.
Gerard is Jerry, not Jez.
Thank you.
No, I don't mind it.
Jez is Jeremy.
Yes.
Well, Jez can be many things.
Well, no, I can't.
No, you've got to tell
Jerry.
Gerard.
Oh, sorry. That he's-
Gerard.
I know
Gerard.
a Gerard, and I'm trying to think
That
what
he's
we
a
call
Jerry.
him. I think we just call him
And you
Gerard.
know what? He's way too fun to be a Gerard. Gerard sounds like
Well, he
an
didn't name himself.
No, but Gerard just sounds like an uptight.
That's
Oh, it
why he's
doesn't. The
Jez.
Gerard I know is great fun.
Yes, Jess is fun. Gerard is not.
Jezza?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Jace is fun, but Jason ain't.
No, Jason is not
If
fun.
I'm calling you Jason, I'm like, you are
Jason
not fun.
is boring.
Not fun.
Jason's fun.
No, Gerard has got to. He
Gotta
can't
go.
be Jez.
No.
Yeah, I think he can, but it's
Or
probably
he's
spelled.
just
He
gotta
probably
change his
spells
name.
it G-E-Z.
Should I
Jez.
change him to Jerry? Should I tell
Jerry.
him from now
Jerry,
on?
I
you
shall
will be-
call you Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry
You will be
with a
Jerry.
G.
Or just
Yeah.
call him the can.
But Jace doesn't call anybody by their full names.
I like that. Oh, no, I'm terrible.
You just make up names for people. Remember that beautiful producer we had, Michaela, and you just called her Celeste for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
For
I thought
no
that was her name.
reason.
And then it stuck.
And then
and we all
that's just
called her
what you-
Celeste.
Yeah. I had no idea her name was Michaela.
How's this? When we hired Moby, our production guy, our boss Brendan said, how would you feel about Ben joining the team? And I'm like, I don't know. I've heard he's a nice guy. And he goes, yeah, he used to work with you for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Moby.
He just looks like Moby, and so Jase called him Moby, but his name's Ben.
And then our executive producer, The Thumb, because to be fair, he's bald. He looks like a thumb.
Yeah, he's thummy.
No, we all know your name's Brody.
Thumb, tell him what happened yesterday.
I've been inquiring about some guy helping us with some videos on the show, and Jase conveyed that his name to me something different. He was been calling him Franco.
Yeah, I know Franco.
So I was like,
Franco.
oh,
Franco.
great, let me call Franco. So I called this number and said, oh, hey, Franco. He's like, nah, sorry, it's Cam. I was like, oh, must
All
be
right.
the wrong number.
Have a good day.
And then he hung up on it. Well, that's on Franco. He should have known.
What's his name?
It's his nickname. His name's Cam, apparently.
How did you get
How-
Franco?
He looks like Dave Franco. You know the actor?
Oh, yeah.
That's
That
so
makes
weird.
sense.
That's so weird. Who does Jase look like that we can call him?
Oh, let's not go there.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's do a round of the team.
No, no,
Who do you
no.
think Jase looks like,
It
Thumb?
is 29.
No, stop.
No.
We're running late, guys.
Hang on.
Well, that's on you because your story went for so long.
We've got to get to news. Oh,
Who should we call him? We got heaps of
From
time.
the Human Centipede 2. He looks like the guy from Human Centipede 2.
they did a sequel to The Human Centipede?
Go. Anyone else?
Have you seen that movie, Lauren?
I'm going to call him.
Surprisingly, I know about it, but I haven't
Yeah,
seen
right.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
going to call him Mad, like the bloke from the Mad.
I
comics.
do not look like them when you fold me in. Eminem, Loz's favourite Houdini on the air. It's just
Guys,
Go.
I just don't know
Ben,
about it.
Go.
And also, like, it's a song we all know, and you've turned it into some carnival song. I feel like I should be putting balls in clowns' mouths.
In Eminem's mouth.
Or
you
riding-
could put balls in Eminem's mouth.
Or
That's a good
riding
idea.
the Gravitron.
Yeah.
Remember the Gravitron? Where you'd lay on the wall and you'd start going up the wall as it spins faster?
Oh, the Vomitron, wasn't it called?
Oh my God, I just thought of a great idea.
What?
Melbourne Royal Show.
Royal Melbourne Show.
Let's get our heads made into the clown game.
Oh, that's good.
And you
Strong.
put balls in our mouth.
That's strong.
I don't know if I want balls in my mouth. I might not do that game.
I bet everyone would pick you.
I bet they would. Whose mouth do you want to put the balls in?
I'm not sure I want balls in my mouth. Lauren Phillips.
Sorry, Lauren's head's out of order, guys. You've got to go through the
Randoms
blokes.
at the Royal Melbourne Show, or the Melbourne Royal Show. What's it called? Flipped its
Melbourne
name.
Royal,
Melbourne
yeah.
Royal.
Yeah. Hey, this is Nova 100. It is just gone 17 to 7.
Let's
You're on the air
workshop
Maybe we could do a different game.
with Jase and Lauren. Let's go airborne. Welcome aboard Virgin, where they have a new menu.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yep. It's been about 5 years since they've updated the old
Is
in-flight
this
menu.
the domestic menu?
This is the domestic Virgin menu. 12 additions to the
Economy
airlines.
or bizzo?
Well, they've given a bit of a zhuzhing to both.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to business class, you can now get corn fritters
Oh.
with goat's cheese and
Oh.
capsicum relish.
That sounds delicious.
Is that sitting in the gut well when you're
Yeah,
up
corn
in the air?
fritters.
I don't
Corn
know.
fritters are
I
fine.
don't know about corn fritters.
Oh, I love corn fritters.
I find they're a bit overrated.
Although I think they should do it with avocado.
They need to
not
be crispy.
Capsicum relish.
They need to be crispy. They can't be a soggy
Oh,
corn
Oh,
fritter.
hang
you're
on.
You're not
What
getting
about
a crispy
these?
fritter in the air.
Cheese and chive crumpets.
with bacon.
Pumpkin gnocchi.
Okay, what are the plebs back in economy getting?
You ready?
Yeah.
They've updated to a nicer brand of cheese and crackers.
Oh,
Oh, they're rolling out artisan mature aged cheese.
Do you know how many packets of cheese and crackers they go through a month on Virgin?
would be stacks.
Guess.
50,000.
Nationally,
You've got the article. Shut up.
is it 53,000?
Yeah, you're close.
Lower. Oh, thanks, Larry.
Now, economy class customers on, I hate when they do this. You sit down, you go on to Brisbane, you open the menu and
selected
go,
routes.
oh, this is great. I can get a pie. Oh, no, only if I'm flying to bloody Bali and back. On long routes.
Well, you don't need a pie on the way to Sydney. It's 1 hour.
Well, if they're offering.
I'd take it.
Hang on.
You would.
Virgin, do you pay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So now.
When did that change? On a
Nah.
Qantas, you don't pay, do you?
No,
Yeah, but
Qantas-
Virgin.
No, but there's a good chance a
Much
flight
better.
attendant might
Qantas,
die while they're serving
they
the
were
meal.
dishing out a trio of sausage rolls the other day.
Yeah, but so they should. You pay $900 to fly to Sydney
Exactly.
on Qantas.
Yeah. You
It's
have to
too
help,
expensive. Why is Qantas so expensive?
help Debbie serve him. Shaking that arm.
Do they still do City Flyer where you're allowed
They do
to wine?
City Flyer. Yep.
Hey, now get this right. On selected economy routes like to Perth and overseas, you can get hot dishes including pesto pasta and Penang chicken.
Not a Malaysian chicken curry, a Penang
No.
chicken curry.
That'd be a flight. Hey, what's the worst meal you've had?
On a plane?
No,
Just anywhere.
Oh, the worst.
Because if there's one pet hate I have, it's wasting a meal. You know when, like, say, if you got a babysitter, you go out for the night, it's date night, you go to a restaurant, and it's just pants. I'm like, what a waste of a meal.
What about how we did 2 charity lunches in a row last week on Thursday and Friday at the same function, at the same venue? We got the same lunch 2 days
we
in a
did
row.
too.
2 separate functions.
Yeah.
They had the same
But
menu.
normally they swap them.
Same chicken.
No, it was the same menu though, because it was
Did you have the
different
chicken?
function.
I believe I had the chicken. Yeah.
Well, you were winning.
Hey, worst meal, and my siblings will know exactly what I'm about to say. Mum used to make this tuna casserole, but she'd put the tuna in a vol au vent.
What's a
a
vol au
vol au
vent?
It's like a crispy sort of round. I don't even know what it is.
Like a pie?
Yeah, sort
Like a
of like a
pastry?
pie without a top on it. And it was so bad once I spewed up in the vol au vent.
And then did you eat it again?
Tuna
It's tuna,
casserole
I might as well.
is disgusting.
I love tuna.
My mum used to make tuna rissoles.
Oh, no.
My dad, he makes the best sausage rolls of all time. And he
Oh,
comes...
you've talked this up for
Hey,
years.
Yeah.
where
And
do
Bobby-
some
he-
sausage rolls?
Yeah,
He comes
Bobby,
down
if
like
you're
once
listening,
a month and
come
lets
on,
himself
Bobs.
into my house, and I'll get home and there'll be a note saying I've left sausage rolls in the freezer and bolognese in the freezer.
Well, can
But
you give him
then
a key
the
to
other
my
day
house?
he goes, also, love, I'm dropping you some curried sausages. And
I
I was
love
like,
curried
Dad,
sausages.
no.
do not dare put a curried sausage in my house.
I love them.
What's your rule? No balls in the face
Mouth.
at the show and no curry sausages in the mouth.
Not in my house.
Not
They're
in my gob.
disgusting. No offense to my dad's cooking. He's a great cook. But I don't want your curried sausages
snacks.
anywhere
What,
near
what
me.
does he chuck with them?
I
Bit
wouldn't
of
have a
carrot,
clue.
few peas.
Foul. And I don't know.
Onions.
that green
Even the-
sauce.
Just the name
yum,
of
yum,
them
yum,
makes
yum,
me
yum.
want to.
Some people
barf.
put raisins in them as well.
Gross. Raisins?
Yeah, like sultanas.
Oh, as if it could get any worse.
Yeah, it's
My
pretty
mum
good.
used to make
Do you like them?
Oh yeah.
Silverside.
What's silver? Is that?
Oh!
Is that? Is that meat?
Well, barely.
What is
It's
it?
a bit like spam, isn't it?
Oh, it's terrible.
And you boil it?
It's very salted. I've never eaten it. I couldn't do it. Hey,
Nah.
13, 24, 10. The worst meal you have ever eaten. Corned beef. That's
Foul.
up there too.
Repulsive.
13, 24, 10. What is the worst meal you've ever eaten, whether it was at a restaurant or something your folks used to make?
Mum's cooking.
Yeah, give us a call. We're talking worst meal you've ever put in your gob. 13, 24, 10 is our number.
Erica and Lilydale, there's something disgusting that you've eaten.
Look, I didn't actually quite have the balls to put it to my mouth. However, I know a lot of people are going to think it's a delicacy, but my mum served me up chicken feet soup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no, I
chicken
couldn't
feet
do
fried
that.
The
me.
worst
Yeah.
part about it was when she's preparing it with the chopping board and cutting off the toenail.
Okay, all right.
No,
Yeah.
that's
So
what
hang on.
happens. People
So
love that
Are
stuff.
the feet sort of just still in it, or are they sort of blended?
No, the feet are still in it. And Mum says it's the best form of collagen. And I said, look, I'll take my collagen in tablet form, Pat.
good
Yeah,
on
because
you.
people like really gnaw into the
The feet?
yeah. The
They have a hoon
bones.
on 'em.
Yeah.
You read it to Durkin?
To duck
That
them?
To Duckin,
to
is it?
me, I don't get.
That's where
It's
they
a
roll the
Christmas
different meat, isn't it?
It's
A
turkey,
a duck in a turkey
duck,
in a
and what's the end?
chicken.
Chicken, turkey, duck,
That's-
and chicken.
Which
Yeah,
what order?
I don't know, but don't be greedy.
Is there something in
They like make
turducken? Turkey in a duck,
Duck
in a
chick- and
It's the turd bit for me that I don't
a
like.
turd.
To ducking.
Michelle.
Yeah.
I'm 13, 24, 10. Hey, Michelle, what do you got for us?
I make the best tuna casserole, and I'm willing to bet anyone there that wants to try it $50 that
Yeah.
they would like it.
No, I don't hate tuna casserole, so I'm with you, Michelle. It's
When you
Clint
say tuna
Stanaway that has a
casserole, is it
problem.
like a milky...
What's in it?
It's got cream.
Yep.
I don't measure things. I just do a 600 ml cream, 425 grams in of tuna, grated cheese, bottle of passata sauce.
A bottle of tomato sauce.
Passata.
No,
Oh,
passata.
passata, yep.
Sorry, passata.
Yeah, look, the cream and the tuna to me doesn't seem like a combo that goes hand in hand.
Also, I don't like that you're free pouring.
No, that's what good chefs do. They know.
Really?
They just know.
Nothing good
I like
comes of a can.
Nothing rattles me more than when I follow a recipe. It says 300 mils and I put 300 mils and then Paul tastes it, goes, needs a bit more. I'm like, nope, the recipe says 300 mils. But good chefs, good cooks, they just free pour
Instinct.
and free taste. They know.
I love a bartender at Free Pills.
Yeah, so do I.
Danny in Coburg. Morning, Danny.
Yeah, morning. How are you?
Yeah, we're good, Danny. What's the worst thing you've put in your mouth?
My parents,
Okay, actually stick to the meals.
my parents used to cook a thing called tripa, which is tripe.
Oh.
And it's absolutely disgusting.
So
What
what's-
is tripe?
what's
Yeah,
in
what
it?
is it?
Well, it's the intestines of an animal.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Some people eat brains as well.
Yeah.
Brains
you-
is a delicate, isn't it?
Delicacy.
A delicacy in
Yeah.
some places.
Tripe is just...
Is that the same as lamb fry?
Lamb's fries, lamb's
Yes,
brains.
lamb's brains. People say it's good brekkie food.
What
Why?
good protein?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe chuck some mushies in there. A little bit of feta.
Nah.
Feta fixes everything.
Feta does
Feta
fix
doesn't
everything.
fix brains.
Hang
You're
on.
not serving me scrambled brains.
Hang on,
My-
Jiz, our producer Jiz has had brains tacos. Where at?
Mexico, of course. We had a plate of 4 tacos. You could get whatever meat you want. They had, some interesting other options. So we all said for our 4th taco, we'd have a random one. And I had brain. I don't know what brain it was, but it was absolutely...
Well, it wasn't yours if you ate that.
That's
What was it
disgusting.
like?
I think it was Juan's brain.
Juan.
It was disgusting. It was like mushy.
Disgusting.
and-
You know what? You know,
I remember
there's-
dissecting
he's
a
cooked.
brain at school and I still can smell it.
You didn't sit there going, God, I could go with a soft shell right now.
No, a bit of guacamole on the side.
Tell you what, there's one in every group, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, oh, let's try something random.
If someone served
not
me a
me.
brains taco, I'd be out of there.
Yeah. They're not
That-
doing that at Taco Bell.
They are not doing that at GYG Drive.
They are not.
Montezuma's.
Diane in Ferntree Gully. G'day, Granny Di.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Oh,
G'day,
here
Di.
she is. You're
Happy
what we need
Thursday,
on a
Di.
Thursday.
What's the worst thing you've had in your mouth, Di?
Oh, gosh, truth. Mum used to make lamb's fry for my dad,
Yeah, yuck.
and it was horrid. It was
Yeah.
really bad.
So lamb's fries the brain, right?
Yeah.
Brain, liver, kidneys,
All of it.
yeah, the whole lot. And then they'd put
Sounds
bacon
fried now.
and onion with it to make it more like, so I'd like it.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Di.
But
Doesn't
Di,
sound like it works.
You a good
Di.
cook, Dale?
yes, I am actually.
What's your specialty,
Yeah, what's your
Di?
go-to?
Oh, always a roast.
Oh, yeah.
Roast what?
Roast lamb, I love doing a bit.
Just not the lamb's
I
fry.
can imagine you getting roasted, doing a nice little lamb there, Di.
Good on you, Granny.
Bit of mint jelly.
I'm more a mint sauce guy.
So am I, actually. Nice thick mint sauce.
I'm not into the mint sauce.
Oh,
or mint
Do you know
mint
what?
sauce is living,
Nah,
Lauren.
not
Goes
for
on
me.
the meat, goes on the peas.
Yeah,
No, I'm a
Goes
gravy
on the potatoes
babe.
as well.
I'm a gravy babe through
I would
and
have
through.
a whole bowl of peas with mint sauce.
Oh, same.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yum. Yum, 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 yum.
No. Gravy on everything.
we should really get a two-bedder at a retirement home, you and I, Clint.
Shady Pines.
How would you like to head off on a little trip to the peninsula?
Yes.
Night away at a winery. Don't mind if I do. Josh from Reservoir. That is you, my friend. You are going.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Congratulations.
Go you, Joshy.
That's yesterday's trip. Gone. Sold.
you.
Off to Josh.
Congratulations. You got a partner you're going to take with you?
Yes, I do, yeah. That's
How-
why I called up. I knew she wants to get away, so
There you go.
How long you been together, Josh?
about 2.5 years.
Just be careful, mate.
Why?
Night away at a winery. Don't lean
What,
down to tie a shoe.
Is she going to expect something?
She might.
I'll see.
Oh, that's not
I
nice.
didn't say no. Good on you, Josh.
No, thank you very much.
No
Thanks,
worries.
Josh. Congrats. And to anyone who missed that, never fear. We have another trip a day up for grabs, and today's a good one,
Oh,
Clint.
this is cool.
A family adventure to the Gold Coast and
The Jase.
$1,000 spending money.
Quack, quack.
Oh, that's
The
many trips
aqueduct.
on the aqueduct.
That is
$1,000. That
Lot
goes
of
a long way on the Goldie.
Yep, a lot of trips on the aqueduct.
All right, what are they got to do to win the trip to the Gold Coast
Maybe
at
ride the
$1,000?
SeaWorld monorail.
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 I don't know what comes next.
Mono.
Rail.
No, they say
Oh. Is Dracula still open up there?
Dracula's is, and this is your winning artist you're listening out for today. The Weeknd. Got some absolute bangers
Oh, I love this song.
When you hear us play The Weekend, you give us a ring and you will go in the running to win a trip to the Jase with $1,000 thanks to our mates at What If. We could play The Weekend this morning. Mel could play them across the day. Just be ready to ring and win.
How good.
Coming up next, Lozzie.
Ever had to call an ex to get you out of trouble?
Oh.
This story ends as badly as you'd imagine.
And
it's coming up next.
Oh, we'll go there next. I'm looking forward to this. Thought you would have deleted his number. 7:18. This is Nova 100. Good morning, everybody. You are on the air with Jase and Lauren. Clint's here as well. And next week is game week. Melbourne's biggest game of hide and seek is coming. $250,000 on our head. And if you're sitting there going, oh, look, I'm working. I don't know if I'm going to be able to race out and find you guys and stuff like that. Here's the thing. We could literally be hiding in your street. Coming up after 7:30, a guest. It's going to make it a hell of a lot easier for you to win.
Guys, I saw a girlfriend of mine this week and I said, how was your weekend? You know, small talk, as you do when you see your friends. She said, oh, I went out on the weekend. And I was like, yeah, tell me what you did. She said, I went to Electric.
Yes,
Clint
she did.
Stanaway,
Yes,
your
she
favourite.
did.
Now, explain the way Electric works. When you walk in,
Big, tall staircase.
Yeah.
Many stairs. Small stairs.
do you
but
yeah,
reckon-
it's
steep.
tricky, that staircase.
Do you reckon that's there on purpose? Like, hey, if you can get up the stairs,
it's a
we'll
test.
serve you.
It's a
So
test.
Electric is like a nightclub bar. Is it a bar or a nightclub?
Bit of both. But I have fallen up those stairs and still been permitted in.
You'd rather fall up than down them, right?
It's very hard falling upstairs.
Should we
but
crowdfund?
I've done it once or twice.
Let's
rail,
crowdfund
yeah.
to get one of those little electric
Yeah,
seats
that's a
that
good
goes
idea.
up on the
Probably-
railing.
A two-person
Probably need
seat.
one there.
Up you get.
So she was heading for a night out. She had a few drinks before she went in. And then as she was walking up the stairs to start her time at the club, snap. Her heel snapped clean
Mid-stair?
off mid-stair.
Oh, no.
And you can imagine it's happened to the best of
Yeah.
us where the
Should've
heel
wore a boot.
snaps, you feel like you got to walk on your tippy toes on one side. But she was like, I can't.
You don't snap the other heel off?
No, but then your foot's still on this arch, so you're just rolling. Like you're like
okay.
on those Kim Kardashian rolling sketches.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, what am I going to, like, that's the end of my night. But it wasn't the end of the night. So she was like, what am I going to do? And so she thought it would be a good idea to call an old flame who lived around the corner.
That she'd left shoes at?
No, she didn't have shoes there. She said, could I borrow some shoes?
What, just some Asics or something?
Yeah, like, can I
Or
borrow?
did he like to
Some
cross
RMs.
dress?
He was like, yeah, no, just sure, no problem. She goes, I'm around the corner and I need it.
Chuck some Vans.
Yeah, can I have some Vans? And so he goes, come over. And so she wanders over there,
She have a sesh?
shoes in hand. No, she walks in, he's got a girl there.
Oh!
Is this a recent...
Oh, my God.
And she, so she's like, hi. I just wanted some shoes. So she's sitting there and this guy's house and the girl that was there is like, oh, let me help you. So she's trying to help fix her shoes. She just wanted to get out of there and she was like, what do I do?
'Cause until you
this other
said-
girl was lovely. He's trying to help fix my shoes. She's just waiting for them to say, how do you two know each other? And she's like, I just want to get out of here. And she's like, please, can I just, those shoes will do. And so she just left in his like runners that were about 7 sizes too big
'Cause-
and went back to the club looking like Sideshow
in
Bob.
fine?
Until
yeah, she
you
said she
said-
looked like Sideshow Bob though. They were so big.
Until you said there was another girl there, I thought it sounds like, oh, is this a crap story just to get yourself around to my place again? You know
No,
what I
she
mean?
just wanted to actually go back to the club. But
I
she
don't
ended up
think
at
I
his
could-
place
no.
with some other girl who's trying to help her fix her shoes.
Oh, no.
And she was just like, I just want
I'd rather run the gauntlet and go bare feet at electric than call
an
ex.
old flame and ask to borrow some
Yeah, that's
runners.
that's a no from me.
That's so bad.
That is a no.
That's desperate, isn't it? Desperate
Well, yeah.
times. You don't want to miss out on the club.
She didn't want to miss out on the club. Oh. So there she was in her Asics, 15 sizes too
Did
big.
she pick up in her clown shoes?
I don't know, but she walked around the club in clown shoes.
You ever had to call an ex for anything?
No.
It's a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, because like, you know, you probably left stuff at their house.
Oh,
or
terrible feeling, especially when you've said never contact me again and then you've got to be the one to call them.
When Lou and I had the quarter life crisis and we broke up, like we had a house together. So like you've got a lot of
you
like,
had stuff.
Well, you Medibank
Jocks.
privates together and all that sort of stuff. So then you have to ring exes and be like, hey, just like, I've got to go to hospital for surgery. What are you getting done? It doesn't matter. But our accounts are linked and, would you mind taking me off that
messy,
account?
isn't it?
Yep.
13, 24, 10. When did you have to call an ex for something?
Hey, it's me. You're going through a lot of tolls and it's still linked to my credit card.
Yeah. It's all that stuff. I've got
Can
another
you go
friend.
the long way round to the airport, please?
I got
Need to
another
collect
friend
some mail.
who got in awful trouble and had to call his ex-girlfriend. And I'll tell you what happened next, but he ended up in a food court in tears. Just like a rock bottom moment.
13 24 10 is our number. Have you had to ring an ex and why? In return, I got free stuff to go, including $200 Jim's cleaning vouchers, so you can put your feet up and let someone else do the cleaning. 13 24 10. Why'd you have to ring an ex? I would say I'm on good terms with most of my exes.
You call your exes all the time.
Yeah. One of them said, don't ever call me again.
I bumped into one last weekend.
Oh, she got out.
One of your exes, Jase.
Oh, I thought you meant one of yours. Yeah,
No.
right.
One of my friends they split up and he said, I don't want to talk to you ever again. And then he realised, oh my God, our phones are linked on the same account. They'd been together for a while. So it was all under her name, the two phones.
No.
And so
No.
he went to the Telstra shop to say, hey, I need to separate these numbers.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, it's under her name, so we need her approval. She'd blocked his number and then cut off his phone. So he actually couldn't reconnect it. So he had to sit in the food court at Chadstone on the Wi-Fi, messaging her on Facebook Messenger, begging her to call Telstra to release the number because he ran his business through his phone and the whole thing was shut down. And he sat there just begging her on Facebook. It was the only way he could get onto her using the Wi-Fi.
What a horrible woman she is.
You don't want to
Well,
be
she wrote
crying,
back
you
on
know.
Facebook Messenger saying you shouldn't have taken the Dyson vacuum.
Oh.
Give me
fair
back
point.
the Dyson vacuum
Fair
and I'll
point.
She
connect
was
your phone
holding
again.
the Dyson ransom.
Yeah, he took it and it was hers. And she was like, I'll give you your phone number.
Fair point. It's a strong vacuum.
It's a good vacuum.
Also, you ever see someone crying in a food court? That's rock bottom, isn't it? 13 24 10. Why have you had to call an ex? We'll come back and hit the phones on the other side of this. They meet in the car park. Hand me the phone, I'll hand you the Dyson.
so bad.
We are talking exes.
Yes, 13 24 10. When did you reluctantly have to call your ex and asked for something? Steve from Bunbury.
I was just going to say I did an ex stalk the other night.
You did?
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, isn't it?
Past flame. I couldn't find her at first.
Why did you do it though?
Don't know. It just came up. She came up in conversation. Then I was like, "Oh, it's been years." And then I was looking, and her name didn't come up. And then I realised her name's not coming up because it's changed.
Oh, she's
She's
married.
married.
She's on the married.
How
And
deep
so what
was the dive?
did you find her?
Deep dive. Yeah, married
I
in
love that
Perth
stuff.
with a kid.
Great.
Good
Do you
on
ever
her.
think about do you ever look up Lou's exes? Just wonder what they're up to.
No, should I?
Don't know. I just wonder. I love knowing about exes.
Well, one of her exes
Or
was
is that
really
a chick thing?
He was really, really successful and opened like
that's
a big
annoying.
juice bar empire.
She missed out.
He's a
didn't she?
billionaire.
Oh, whenever we'd walk past
She
one,
backed the wrong horse.
she's like, "Oh, I could be living large right now."
I just find it so fascinating. And you're a liar if you say you haven't looked up an ex on social or a partner's
I
ex
hear
on
ya.
social media.
I hear you,
You're
Lauren.
lying. You are lying. Steve from Sunbury, good morning. Did you have to call an ex about something?
Yeah, good morning. First of all, it's good to have you back on the radio.
Good on you,
Thanks.
legend.
Steve.
Steve-O, good on you, mate.
I've been separated from my ex for 12 months, and I was sort of seeing someone else, and so was she. And I had a dirt bike accident and ended up in the Alfred Hospital with a broken neck and a broken back.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so I couldn't drive home. So anyway, I organised a lift with the girl that I was seeing, and at last minute she had to cancel. So I was like, okay, I'm stranded here. I'm outside the Alfred Hospital, can't get home.
She
So
sounds like a catch.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
so
broken my neck.
I rang my ex-partner and said, hey, I've had an accident. I need a lift home. Can you give me a lift home? She's like, oh, yeah, of course. So she drove 2 hours to come and pick me up, to drive an hour to drop me off home.
Please tell me you're back with her now.
No,
okay.
no, God, no.
Oh, God, no. Well, that obviously didn't end with bad blood, though.
I've rung an ex when I was in the ER.
Yeah, but you know what? You blokes do that stuff.
but-
You're like, this is the perfect reason to make her feel sorry for me and to make her feel
I
for
don't
me.
know. Does
Yeah,
that
I reckon
help?
you'd all do it. Yeah,
I just
yeah.
think that Jase communicates with his exes
Nah.
far too much.
Blokes do that stuff. when we're off you, and then we feel bad and we go, oh, okay.
And you know what?
I remember my ex, every time he'd accidentally text me, it was because there was something happening that I was like, oh.
Accidentally.
Listen to you.
Yeah, no, you all do it. I know
Glad
you all
I'm
do
not
it.
your ex. You'd walk in, unplug the life support to charge your phone.
Yeah, she probably would.
Quite
go down.
possibly.
I mean, if you're in the red zone.
Let's go to Amanda.
Hello.
If I was on low power.
You
All
do
right.
it on 90%.
Amanda, good morning.
Good morning, guys. I'm glad that you are back. It was a touch and go there when I heard you were leaving last year. Just happy to
thank
have
you.
you back on the airwaves.
It was touch and go for us
Thanks,
too. Don't
Amanda.
worry. All right. Did you call an ex, Amanda?
Oh, I certainly did. This was about 15 years ago now. I had broken up with him for the final time back in the day when, on
Wasn't
again,
the
off
first
again.
time.
Yep.
And I was done. I was finally done. And 2 days later, I found out that I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And you've broken up for the last time. Don't ever contact me again. And then how did you make the call?
I called him and said, look, I just need to talk to you. He happened to be working not too far from where I was.
He would have
told him
known.
and he was like, let's get married. And I was like, no.
What? He jumped to marriage? He jumped to marriage
Yeah.
straight away?
Well, there's a reason I broke up with him. It was a bit immature.
Oh, Amanda.
And what?
That's a tough.
No.
That's a tough call to have to make.
Where did things end?
Are you together now?
No, thank
No.
God. Well, I think for the best, the pregnancy didn't end up surviving on its own.
Okay.
And not long after I found out, which was also a good thing because it meant that I was able to sort of make that clean break still. So,
well, I'm
it
sorry.
worked out well.
Sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're not stuck with that bloke.
No.
That's a tough call to have to call your ex, especially after saying, I am breaking up with you for the last time.
He'd be
Never
answering
wanna
the
talk to
phone.
you
What is it? Did you leave shoes here?
You told me you'd never call me again.
Gabby in Essendon. Your ex called you.
Yes. So I'm a lawyer, and a little while after we broke up, he called me about one of his employees and a fair work matter that he was having.
Oh, he wanted some free advice, did he?
Well, it seemed like it, and I wasn't able to give it to him, but it was a bit of a woe is me story. So it was a little bit satisfying, unfortunately, for me.
You know what?
See what I mean? You guys call with woe is me stories and expect us to be like,
bail us out?
You poor thing, I'll help you. No, you little rats, sort it out yourself.
Well, I'm sorry. We used to be nude together in bed. We used to have like a connection.
Not you and I. Don't look at me and say those words.
No, but like
Nude together?
Yeah, I know. And there's a reason we're not nude together in bed anymore, so don't call me when you're having a crisis. That's a you problem.
Many
now.
reasons you're not nude together.
I see what you mean, how freakish it is when one of us says it to the other one about the whole nude in
Is it
bed. That really threw me too.
Are we having a fight? Are we fighting? All right. Oh, gosh. An anonymous caller.
They're always good.
Yeah.
Anonymous in St Kilda, an ex called you.
Yeah, so my ex, about 2 years ago, he was in the Defence Force. We split up because he fell in love with someone in the Defence Force. So 2 weeks after it ended, I got a call saying, hey, you might just want to go get an STI check. I'm getting restationed and had to get checked. You may have chlamydia. So that was an amazing phone call.
Yeah, no, well, at least he's being responsible and telling you. Let's look at the positives. but that's not the call you want from your ex.
No.
What did you leave behind? Well, funny you ask.
Oh, no.
I loved that topic. That was great.
Me too.
It's a roller coaster,
X-Files. Let's
wasn't it?
do it more often.
Okay.
Everyone's got an X-File that they're excited to open.
God, look at us brainstorming today. We've now got X-Files and we're going to replace those funny clowns that have their mouth open at the
No.
Royal Show with
With our
our
mouths.
heads.
No, we're not doing that.
It is 21 to 8 here on Nova. Next week, we are on the run.
Hide and seek. Hide and seek.
Nova's $250,000 hide and seek. The search for Jase and Lauren starts soon, Melbourne.
So, at any point next week, we could get up and go missing.
We'll
And
be on the run.
we will go into hiding. First person to find us wins the money. There is $250,000 on our head. The meals are all ordered.
That concerns me that you've been left in charge of that.
What do you mean?
But you're not cooking.
I've ordered some ingredients and stuff as well. I got a lot of Tim Tams.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if that's.
Are you going to have
suitable.
to wheel me out of hide and seek, like crane me out?
We'll be on a current affair getting
She was in
cut
there
out.
so long, she got craned out. Could be me.
Now, look, we need expert help.
We do.
Loz, Clint and I, one of our favourite shows is The Hunted. Season 3 of The Hunted is coming very soon to 10 and 10 Play. Last year's winner was Holly. This is the moment she escaped capture. As you can tell, she was devastated, and she joins us now. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning, Holly.
Good morning, guys. Happy to be here.
Winning The Hunted is no mean feat.
No, it's not.
But
Pretty big feat.
my big question for you is you started on The Hunted in a couple with your boyfriend and you dropped him and did it alone.
Yeah, I just think girls do it better.
So do you think I should just go into hiding without Jase?
Yeah, honestly, I recommend it. I encourage. Nah, look, I have to give him the credit where credit's due. He was amazing. Definitely could not have done it without him. But yeah, the last few days, he took the heat off me. We had to split, and he took the heat. He took the hunters and left free reign for me.
Left you for the win.
For anybody that doesn't know what The Hunted's about, a whole bunch of contestants are being hunted by ex-police and investigators. They use CCTV footage to try and track them down. And if you can escape and be on the run for 21 days, then you win the cash. Now, on The Hunted, there's a lot of disguises used. Like I've seen past contestants wear high vis and
There's
stuff
a lot,
like that.
they
just
dress
to
as
blend in.
tradies to blend in, right?
Yes, yeah. So it really helps because I've got a background in entertainment. So I have all these wigs, costumed and disguises at my disposal. So I highly recommend that for you guys because you guys are super recognizable. Change your disguise. Change
Do
your
you
To
have
get out of
outfits?
the building.
You got outfits
So that's
at
for the
home?
get-
For your
getaway.
Do
wedding?
I have outfits at home?
Yeah.
No.
So you say.
Never dressed up?
But could I wear like a face mask, like pandemic days? Does that help?
It'll kind of help, but I would
That's a
think
no.
bigger. Think bigger picture.
Okay.
Try and think wig. Like
So
if
when you
can
see
change.
Tweety Bird walking out of
No,
the
no.
Nova
It's
I
not
wonder
movie
who that
world.
is.
It's not movie world, Dale. You want to blend in.
Okay.
What would be your advice for us to get from Nova to the secret location?
Yeah, so for us, what really helped is making sure there was no footprint whatsoever. So in that sense, we did trekking, walking, cycling. Don't know how that's going to go for you guys.
Cycling.
But,
She obviously listens to the show.
I don't think they've got people sniffer dogs following our footprints, do they?
Okay, good. And also, think for us at least, there was a lot of car number plates, they can track. They've got CCTV, things like that. But for you guys, yeah, I think you want to go where they're not expecting you to go. Traveling on foot kind of helped for us. So, I'd recommend that for you guys if you can. And we did a lot of camping. We went outfield. We tried to trek as far as we could, make sure they would have nowhere to find us whatsoever.
Yeah, well,
You
there's
know
no cameras.
Clint, that'd be a good one. No one would pick Lauren would be camping.
No, you could
Well,
hide
I
in a
might
tent for
surprise
as long as you
people.
want. No one would ever find you. What's the anxiety levels like? Because these guys are going to be nervous.
We're nervous already.
Yeah, look,
And
there
how
was
do you deal with
definitely there was definitely a lot of anxiety coming in. It really helped having each other as a unit. So me and my partner really bounced off each other. We were able to calm each other. Plus a lot of love
Don't look
there.
at me
that
like
always
that,
helps.
Jase. There's not that much love there between Jase and I. We like each other,
We tolerate.
but I think by the end of this, we're going to hate each other.
Yeah, look, it definitely caused some feuds.
Do you
and
need a lot of
especially-
patience?
Need a lot of patience, and a lot of
Uh-oh.
our ideas and strategies didn't match up. He wanted to do something, I wanted to do something else. Instinct comes into play as well, so that's going to happen. Is you're going to have to navigate that situation, what Jase wants to do, what Lauren wants to do, and find the compromise in the middle where you know
You're
that they're not
jumping
going
at
to
shadows, right?
completely. It's a pretty nuts experience, and you guys are about to embark on
How
it.
close did you go to getting caught?
We almost got caught a few times, and a few things kind of led to our demise. So, you got to think about your social media taunts. You've got to think about we had a few instances where they kind of tracked our friends, or we made mistakes, or we wrote down possible numbers, contacts we were going to use, places we were going to go. So they kind of found that in the end.
See, we need to turn off location settings.
Mm-hmm.
I
No
did that.
phones.
I did that when I'm on the way
No
home and
phones.
going
We can't
through a
take our
drive-through.
phones.
No phones at all. That was
No
almost what led to
phones,
our
Jase.
capture.
No phones.
No phones.
Or get burner phones.
we'll get burner
That's what we did.
Just
Yep.
jump down
Also-
to 7-Eleven.
Like we had the Victorian detective.
How am I going to go on Instagram on a burner phone when I'm bored of your company?
Oh, God. We had a detective in from the Victorian Police yesterday, and he brought up a good point. He goes, the moment we go missing, people should check their CCTV cameras because
To
you
see
might
if we
see us
walk
walk past your house. You might see us, enter something you live next door to. Who knows?
Oh, God.
Should I stop speaking?
Yeah. All right. One tip. If you could give us one tip to not get caught, what would it be?
Yeah, so I think for you guys, look, disguises are going to be the best. I would also try and throw them in the wrong direction as well. So think about with your social media, try and say or give tips and clues as to a place you're not going to go, and also don't go where they expect you to go. They're going to think about your hotspots or where you guys have visited or where you like to go.
Don't hide
At Hampton Bowls.
at the GYG drive-through, Jase.
Yeah.
That's where everyone knows they'll find you.
A lot of people thought we were going to be heading to Hampton Bowls.
Well,
because it's a hot spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Okay. Do you think you'd be able to find us?
I think so. I think I could be the new hunter.
Are you going to be looking for us?
Maybe I will.
There's
I could use 250k.
K up for grabs.
Oh, don't get greedy.
You've got
just
enough money.
cash.
Yeah, calm down. Hey, Holly, you did great on last season of The Hunter. Congrats.
And it's back.
Yes, it is.
It's coming back. I loved The Hunted. Jason and I loved it.
And we know one of the investigators this year.
We do.
More on that very soon. Hey, Holly,
Coming
thank
soon
you very
to
much
Channel
for coming
10
in.
The Hunted.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
You
Pleasure.
can catch it on 10 and 10 Play. And next week is game week. Melbourne's biggest game of hide and seek begins on Nova.
Melbourne, the event's capital, could be boasting a major event coming to our shores shortly. We've made a pitch for a UFC event.
Oh, yeah. It's our turn, isn't it?
It is.
They're in Sydney not that long ago, last
Yeah.
year.
You love UFC, Loz.
Well, I don't.
The cage.
But I like the carry on around
the
it.
cage,
Like
the
all
octagon.
all my friends used to do UFC Sundays, and I'd go get involved in the
Is this the one with, not Paul Frank? What's his name?
Alex Volkanovski.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
There's lots of UFC. I met Alex
Volkanovski.
Volkanovski
Can you say that?
recently.
Yeah, right.
He was in town just yesterday to launch this whole
Oh.
event. The three of us probably not the we're not your typical UFC fans, are we?
Oh, we're bandwagon people,
But there
though.
was a very
Yeah.
good UFC fighter at the Sony Foundation lunch we were at last week.
Was
also.
there?
Mhm.
Really?
Yes.
Who?
Oh, I couldn't give you the details. But I
Could
met
I have
him.
taken him?
Oh,
He
don't
was
be
little.
saying
He
that.
seemed
Don't
quite
be
little. But
So that's a yes.
no. He would eat you alive.
Because like one kick, mate.
It's everything.
You watch him like they'll snap a leg
Yeah,
in
but you
there.
got to be
it's just-
quick. Quick on your feet.
Yeah, right.
You're not light as a feather. What have you done?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Sting like a bee.
I shouldn't
Lauren.
talk about-
Yeah, sting like a bee.
So
Light as a
basically,
feather.
Melbourne is in the box seat signing multi-year deals. This is good for Melbourne. 50,000 we had a few years back at Marvel
my
Stadium, but it's
gosh.
coming to
The lads would
Melbourne
go mad.
again.
Oh,
Do you think
yeah.
they'd do a celebrity UFC beforehand?
Oh.
Well, it's funny you say that
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Did I say deathmatch?
because I have
No.
put together a little PowerPoint presentation of possible celebrities.
Oh, come on.
Who you think
All right,
would
who we
win?
got?
First up, Grant Denyer versus Rove McManus.
I'd go Grant Denyer every day of the week.
So would I.
Would you?
Yeah, look at him in that
Absolutely.
picture. He looks like he'd be light on his toes.
Yeah.
And I reckon Grant Denyer, small in stature, I think he's got long arms.
Well,
I
he
reckon.
lacks in
I reckon
height.
Rove would slap with an open fist.
But remember, the height could be a... Well, wow.
He'd duck.
But
So you're on road.
you need to kick.
Nah, our
Need
money's on Grant.
stretch. Okay.
I think Grant's got short legs, long arms.
Next one up, Julia Morris, Kate Langbrook.
Oh, Kate
Kate.
Langbrook.
Kate to carry a shiv.
Yeah, Kate's a street fighter.
Julia
from way
would
back.
be light on her feet and quick. I feel like she'd do a lot of jumping around the octagon, but I just
Julia'd be not the face.
Kate would be tough.
Kate would be a.
I love both these women though.
So do I. But Kate would just wipe the floor.
All right, round
Next one.
3.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh, this is a toughie.
K-Rudd and Albo.
Oh,
K-Rudd.
K-Rudd's got a temper.
K-Rudd's got a
they'd be-
dirty... Remember when he blew up because there was no hairdryer on
That's
Air Force
I
One?
think they'd be in the octagon doing a thumb war. Not UFC. K-Rudd and Elbow.
Remember K-Rudd went on a tour of schools doing handball?
Yeah, they'd be
That's
like, let's just
right.
have an arm wrestle, guys.
Remember when K-Rudd cracked the shits during a TV interview and it recorded. That's right. Expletive this, expletive that.
But Albo's got a rough past. He was a mean boy on the streets.
Oh, but then you see him in his little rubber toe pajamas, and I just couldn't imagine him in
My money's on K-Rudd.
Yeah.
Next up,
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Matt Shervington, Carl Stefanovic.
Oh, this is quite the matchup.
Wow, this is controversial.
Shervo's taller and fitter, right?
I think Shervo would take him.
I reckon Carl would be stronger, though. Oh, no, Shervo's very...
No, yeah.
Carl would be a bit more mad dog.
Shervo's got a weapon on him. I mean, Shervo's a
What?
weapon.
What? I have to back the Today Show guy.
I
My
think-
colleague Carl Stefanovic.
Yeah, I think Shervo's too nice. Carl would be more mad dog.
Let's go another one.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Our
Who's that?
very own Lauren Phillips taking on Chrissy Swan.
Oh, she'd wallop me.
That's what I reckon.
She would... She would absolutely eat me alive, I reckon.
Yeah, my money's on Swanee. Do you want one more?
You know why?
Yeah.
Because I
Okay,
see
wait.
her in here every day in her leisure wear bouncing around.
Yeah.
She's
She'd unclip that bum bag, tie it around your throat, and just choke you out.
Yeah. She would. I love Chrissy Swan,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't want to face her in the
Nah, that
octagon.
bum bag, and it'd be your head hitting the floor. Last one.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Who have we got?
Clint Stanaway versus Sam Mack.
Oh, Stanners.
I've got him.
Were
Sam
you on
Mack
the-
would be too busy giggling in the corner.
Were you on the front cover of Men's Health, were you? Sam
No.
was?
Was Sam on the front cover
Was he?
of Men's
Look
Health?
at his rig there.
Let's
Jeez,
see
he
his
looks
rig.
good.
Oh, no, he's
He's fit.
ripped. Clint,
Yeah.
I reckon you'd be in strife.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm working on it. Getting there, guys. Getting there.
We'll get there quicker.
I've got him.
How come you're not up against anyone, Jake? Are you?
I am unbeatable, Lauren. That's
no.
right.
No.
Just climbing the fence into the octagon would do me.
Yeah.
Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday Eve. Let's head to Tullamarine.
Tullamarine. Good morning, Kylie.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We are good. How is Tullamarine this morning?
Oh, it's always good with the planes. You know how it is.
Do you ever get down to that landing platform where you can have ice cream and hot chips and watch the planes land?
No, I drive past it every day though, and it's always packed.
It's
no matter
always
what
busy,
day.
isn't it?
We must go.
Yeah, I've been. On the way home from a wedding. I was very hungover and I was like, this is random. Why can I buy hot chips on the side of the road and ice cream? We pulled over and we all ate hot chips and ice cream and then got the fright of our lives when a 737 nearly landed on our heads.
Does it feel like it's about to land on you?
Yeah.
Oh, we
They're
must.
very loud.
The kids would love it.
Lots of families there because it's a good activity for kids.
Maybe I'll do that on the weekend.
Yeah, when you're looking for something to do that costs nothing. Why is that funny?
Just like, kids, where do you want to go?
They love
Let's go
it.
and watch the planes.
Do you know where I was this
They
afternoon, Clint?
Where?
love it.
I was parked next to a railway line
Watching trains.
for an hour.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is the weird, kooky things kids like.
Oh, no, kids went with me. All right.
That's strange.
Kylie, $50 question, which is nice and easy. You want a medium question for 500 or you want to roll the dice and go for 5K?
I want a dog so badly, so I'm going to go for the 5K.
We're going for the dog.
$5,000.
Before we get to the question, what sort of dog would you get, Kylie?
You're going there.
I just want a little cavoodle, like a little chicken nugget looking thing.
Chicken
a little
nugget.
chicken
I
nugget
don't know
looking
if I'd call it
cavoodle.
a
A little
chicken
brown
nugget,
one.
but yeah.
Like one of those
Yes.
gingery. Yeah, I know. They're the colours of chicken nuggets, those ones. All right.
If your dog goes missing. All right. Here we
What?
go.
If
Lauren
the dog
will-
goes missing, what?
What?
She's eating it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a chicken nugget.
Kylie, Lauren will ask you a question. You will get 3 seconds to answer. If you don't know the answer, take a guess.
Can't, Carls. Let's go.
How are you like with history?
History, I like docos here and there.
Okay. All right, here we go.
She likes docos and she likes dogs. Let's go. For $5,000, Kylie from Tullamarine. Who was the 22nd Prime Minister of Australia?
3, 2.
Oh, was it Malcolm Turnbull?
I know what you were going for there, and you were very close. It was Malcolm Fraser, 1975 to 1983. He remained Prime Minister for 7.5 years. He was one of Australia's longest-serving Prime Ministers. A good Melbourne boy. He was born in Toorak.
he?
He was born in
Victorian.
Toorak and went to Melbourne Grammar.
Close call.
So close.
Very close.
You,
Hey,
you knew it was one of those long-serving Malcolm.
Kylie, thanks for giving it a crack, doll.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Get the cavoodle anyway.
Don't watch the
Executive-
planes.
Executive producer, the thumb is blowing up out there.
Why? What's your problem?
Jase gave her way too long on the
Yeah,
countdown.
he
He
did.
gave her about 10 seconds to think
He
about it
did.
before he gave her the
No,
countdown.
Yeah.
Calm down.
He
I-
did
I-
start late.
Brody's schwinkt just tightened somewhat.
Jace was in Adelaide. He had a half-hour delay then.
He did.
It did take quite some time.
He's next to 3 seconds, Kylie.
Okay. Coming up next.
He's a man of the people, Clint. He was trying to give us some extra time.
Thank
Didn't
you,
help.
Lauren.
Didn't help.
No. Hey, coming up next, let's be honest, cost of living is crazy at the moment.
That's why it would have been nice for Kylie to win the $5,000.
Shut up. Everyone is watching every cent they spend, and there is one industry that, as a result, is doing it really tough here in Melbourne, and it is getting to a crisis stage. We're going to come back and talk about it on the other side of Dua Lipa. Right across Melbourne, you're on the air with Jason Lauren. This is Nova 100. We are talking food.
Well, Melbourne is a great city. We love it here. And one of the many things we're known for is our hospitality industry. People travel from far and wide to come to Melbourne to go to great restaurants, great bars, great cafes. And we've got some really famous big restaurants in the city. But what I love about Melbourne at the moment is, and maybe this was a COVID thing, there's so many there's always been great local restaurants, but people kind of stay in their suburbs now.
You know me, I don't leave my area.
Yeah, all the suburbs have great local restaurants. You don't necessarily have to travel into the city. The problem is that with the cost of living and the cost of food and the cost of wages, a lot of restaurants, a lot of hospo spots are really suffering. There's chefs saying at the moment, this has been in the media a lot, there's chefs saying that from a $30 plate of food that they might serve in the restaurant at the moment, some of them are making 60 cents.
It's crazy.
In the margin. Public and Liam Matthews, who's got or had the Carrying Bush Hotel in Abbotsford, he was saying to make a profit margin, they'd have to charge $10 for a pot of beer or $50 for a counter meal because it's just so expensive, the food, the beverage and the staff.
I was having a
And
chat.
they're closing all around Melbourne, these great restaurants that have been here forever.
The problem is there's a lot of anger from the customers towards the restaurateurs because they think it's just them
Well, as
jacking
soon
up
as
the
you
prices.
see it, you walk.
Exactly.
Well, the other thing is, right now, people can't afford to dine out anyway. So a lot of restaurateurs and cafe owners are already struggling because people aren't stopping for dinner on a Tuesday, Wednesday night.
I was having a chat with a mate of mine, Glenn. He owns Abioko. I can never say it. Abioko.
Well, you're doing good PR for them.
Abioko.
Please let me in again, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Now, these guys...
What's your restaurant called?
Okay, well, Jase got it pretty good on the second time. It's Abioko.
Abioko! It's
there
a...
you go. You got to say it with the Italian flair.
Abioko! It's a pasta and wine bar right near
Yum.
Hyatt train station.
Great.
It is an absolute cracker. Poor Glenn and the team opened. How long was it just before COVID you guys opened your doors, mate?
Oh, look, it was probably going to be April Fool's Day for us back in 2020 because that's when we were looking to open. But, yeah, as we know, we all skittled through that.
And firstly, Glenn, before we get to the cost of things, how is business? Is it quiet at the moment in restaurants?
Yeah, it's quiet, and you can feel it. And you also see it as well with how people are spending. There's people that will come and just have a main course and then go home for dessert.
Yeah,
right. Which, look, we understand that everyone's feeling the pinch of the rising costs. I mean, like, no one's immune to it. Even I will second guess going to my local cafe sometimes for a morning coffee. But it's just, we all have our budgets that we have to stick with it.
Actually, that's a good point. I never even thought, like, people are taking up the same table for the same amount of time, mostly, but they're only just
Eating
having
less.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
only
yeah.
having one.
Yeah.
So, also, I know a lot of restaurants used to make a fair bit of cash on alcohol, but that margin isn't there anymore, is it, mate?
No. A lot of things that are factoring into that. When we have, like, larger corporations that are buying in huge volumes of bulk, they can drive down the price with discounts. And then people can instantly jump on their phones and see how much they could go and get it at some of these retail places. And then they'll question what we're selling it for. So,
Well, that's the thing. People are getting frustrated, but it's actually the cost that's being passed on to you guys.
Yep.
So I guess that hurts from a physical perspective in terms of cash and making money, but there are mental implications as well. How stressful is it?
Oh, like, it's sort of, you feel like you're going into battle every day. What keeps bringing us back to it is that we just love hospitality and we have that passion for it. But it's, it slowly erodes your soul a bit sometimes when you have to stand there with customers and justify why you're putting a 10% surcharge on a Sunday when it doesn't even hit the size as far as wages.
And look, for employees, it's great at the moment. There's been a bit of a wage increase, but just how much pressure does that put on a hospo business that's already struggling, and now you've got penalty rate?
Well, let's
wages.
talk about that. Like a lot of cafes and restaurants you go to now, there's a Saturday and Sunday surcharge. Is that because wages are costing you guys more now?
Absolutely. Even just the other day, I ran the figures, and you're looking at the cost of someone's wage on average will go up 40% from a Friday to a Sunday, and it increases by 20% each day. So if you're really not doing a Saturday surcharge, then you're losing 20% already.
So, Glenn, like I said before, there's chefs that are saying they're making $1 per meal. How much are you making on a bowl of pasta, for instance?
Like, once you factor in everything, we're probably on the same thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? And they work long days as well.
Long days.
Have you got friends, colleagues, Glenn, in the industry that have gone to the wall, that have had a sharp shop?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's scary because you've got friends that are just going, I can't do it anymore. And they're trying to get out before they get into a hole that's too deep that affects their life further on.
Is there something we can do to help support the hospo industry? Because it's such a big part of our heartbeat here in Melbourne.
Melbourne. It is. It's what we pride ourselves on.
It is. We always like to compete against Sydney, being the best dining establishment in Australia. Basically, I think what we'd like to see is just a bit of an understanding that we're not the ones that are just trying to price gouge.
Yeah, you're not the bad guys.
No, and we're only passing it on purely just to stay afloat. And then get out there and enjoy it.
Yeah, get out and enjoy it.
You know what?
You
you can hear the stress and exhaustion in your voice too, mate. I know you guys do massive days there, and you know what? You hit the nail on the head before. For a lot of these people, they just love hospo. That's their passion. You know, we love doing radio. You know, like getting up at 4:15. You know, so who cares? We love doing this industry.
And then you've got people like Jase who tells me he texts you last minute saying, "Mate, can I please get a table?" Does he tip well, Glenn?
Right. Yeah, shut up.
I hope he tips. Does he leave a tip?
Nothing further, Your Honour.
Oh, are you a tight ass?
You know what, Glenn? From now on, I'm going to start eating 2 tiramisus.
He said, I text Glenn last minute to get a table, and I went down for a tiramisu. I'm like, you can't take up a table and just order a tiramisu.
Oh, no, I ate too. Don't you worry.
Good.
I ate.
Well, put the pressure on him, Glenn. Make sure he leaves a bigger tip.
Surcharge on top of the Saturday, Sunday surcharge.
Abiocco is the restaurant. Pasta and wine bar just in Hyatt, near the Hyatt train station. It's a cracker. Hey, Glenn,
Good
we're thinking of you and everyone in hospo at the moment, mate.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
You too.
It's important we support our local hospo industries. And I know like many people, we're not going out and eating out as much as we used to, but just be patient with the operators and the owners, because they're just passing on the costs that things have gone through.
The night we were there for dinner, I was watching him and he's just going table to table trying to justify, the price, and the pressure's on them as well. All right, it has just gone 8:30.
Shout out to all our hospo owners and workers.
Get out and eat. We must go.
Loz's Lips.
Love this segment.
Let's do it.
We get to test out the ability of Lauren's lip reading skills, all thanks to East Bentley Dental Group. East Bentley Dental Group, everything dental under one roof. You can visit them online, ebdg.com.au. They're very good at what they do. In fact, I met the owner a couple of years ago. I was in a bathroom at a function. So we chat with this bloke, and he's like, "I'm Dr. Harry."
Dr. Harry Cooper?
That's what I thought. I'm like, "You look totally different, Dr. Harry Cooper on TV." And he was like, "I'm Dr. Harry Cooper from East Bentley Dental Group."
Oh, but did he have great teeth?
He had great teeth. Couldn't help me with my pet, but good bloke.
Great pearly whites.
All right, here's the go. Lauren, you are going to chuck on noise-cancelling headphones if you want to do that now.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so we're going to pump some music in her ears so she won't be able to hear what we are saying.
Oh. You know what song they've put on?
What?
That terrible Houdini song.
Suffer in your jocks.
Not the Dua Lipa one, the new Eminem.
She loves it. Can you crank it? Can you hear us? Oh, it's not plugged in. It's hang on. You got to plug the cord in.
No, it's fine. I can hear it.
Okay. All right. No, we can hear it. Okay. Clinton, you want to go first?
Sure. Lauren, my turn. I love big curried sausages.
You love pink. You go again. You love pink.
I love big curried sausages.
You love pink hurry dogs.
What? What's a hurry dog?
He loves curried sausages.
He loves curried sausage dogs.
Yeah. Oh,
No, well, big curried sausages.
Curried sausages.
Yes. Here we go. I got one. In hide and seek, I'm going commando.
The Lion's King is going home.
No. In hide and seek, I'm going commando.
The Lion King is going on his own.
No.
Wimbleway, a Wimbleway.
Is it about Lion King?
No. In hide and seek, I'm going commando.
King Kyle's.
No. No.
No.
Definitely not.
Not about King
Definitely
Kyle's
not that.
mum?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is it about King Kyle?
No.
And
in
don't want to see him commando either.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. In hide and seek, I'm going commando.
Do you want me to have a go?
King Kyle.
No.
Scrub it.
What was it?
In hide and seek, I'm going commando.
Oh God, I'm glad
With
King
King
Kyle.
Kyle.
was
No,
going
that's what we
commando.
said. That's what we said. All right, next one.
I want to talk cars because we spoke cars earlier in the week and what I might upgrade to.
Great call.
Lauren,
Whisper.
I want to get a Ram.
I walk in the rain.
No.
I want to get a Ram.
You want to get a ram?
Yes.
Said it yesterday.
Okay, last one. I'll be wearing red lingerie to the red room.
You're getting lost in the world somewhere.
I'm wearing red
I'm wearing.
lingerie to the red room.
You're wearing red lingerie.
To the red room.
To whose room? You're wearing red lingerie
Kyle's
to someone's room.
To Kyle's room. I'm wearing red lingerie.
Is that right? You're wearing red lingerie
He is.
To the red room.
to the red room.
Yes.
Get it, sis. Me too.
A quick retraction we just need to do on the show. Sometimes it's hard to believe. But
Do you want me to go first?
Sometimes we make mistakes. After you, Clint.
One from the news. I said that Richmond's Justin Kajitsky, he played for St Kilda many years ago.
Oh,
It's actually Jacob Kajitsky. Was written incorrectly. Sorry about that,
God
Melbourne.
almighty.
What an idiot.
Honestly, get it together.
Oh, that's an excusable mistake.
That-
What were you saying about him though?
Hey, you know how I said there's something new in Fiji?
Yeah.
I actually meant Brazil.
Okay. Well, that's unacceptable.
They don't have
Jase.
carver in Brazil, but they've got other things.
They do indeed, including a remote tribe has just got connected to the internet.
Oh no, I hate it when this stuff happens.
Thanks
you see these...
to Tesla founders Starlink.
Oh, this is the. I was going to say. I saw the
Starlink's very
Starlink
good.
one. It is good, but
great.
let the tribes be.
I know.
Let them live in Brazil untouched
There's a problem.
from the modern world. What's wrong?
The tribe's gotten hooked on the internet.
But how? What devices are they using?
Well, I guess they got hooked up with a few iPads and stuff as well. The problem is now,
Imagine stumbling across OnlyFans.
don't laugh. No. This is the problem.
No.
The tribe is now hooked on social media and all have a porn addiction.
Adult content. They never would have seen it before. I mean, they would have seen it, but they wouldn't have seen it on an iPad.
We've been doing it wrong this whole time.
But they don't wear much in the tribes quite often. So nudity is not a big thing.
No, I know, but I guess there's all very different types. So, I mean, they've gone down a rabbit hole going on.
They might be wondered why they're so dressed.
Yes.
What is that outfit she's wearing? What's that on for? That's just going to get in the way. Do you think? Do you think they're wondering why in modern society people wear so many
we make a
bits and pieces?
swing out of a fern? Yeah, we probably could.
They would have swings. They would have built swings and things to play on.
Whoa.
They don't have iPads.
What do you mean?
What do you think they're doing? They're swinging from the ferns. naked anyway. They're the OGs, baby.
Yeah, right. Okay.
What else are they looking up? Nuggy Mashi's recipes?
No, absolutely not. I think just photos
Just
of
porn.
Nuggy. Yeah.
Just.
Well, they would be laughing. They would be looking at it and laughing,
I remember.
going, "What on earth are these people dressed as?"
Remember when, like, because the internet came out when we were young, and you would, you'd spend hours.
What were you into?
Trying to find a website that would give you a free sample.
What, to see boobs or something?
Yeah.
How old were you when the internet came out? Were you like 25? Were you
Shut
15?
What do you mean?
How old were you?
I would have been like 15.
And you
I
were
reckon.
like on the family
What year was
communal computer Googling boobs.
No. I didn't have the computer.
I
My
reckon it
neighbour did.
really fired up around about 95, 96, didn't it?
Yeah,
That's when it really. the
Yeah,
connection
see, my
started
neighbour
to-
had
I
a
was in year
computer,
3.
and so my neighbour and I would spend a good 2 hours just trying to find a free boob.
I can imagine you, creepy little boy.
When you found it, be like finding gold, and you'd
Didn't
run
you
home.
buy magazines then?
No, God, you'd be too embarrassed to buy them at the servo.
Oh, so that's why it was good because you didn't have to. No one had to see
No,
you
it's
buy.
but the amount of links you'd click on and then be like, oh, I need Mum's credit card. This
And then
one
you
isn't
get
going to work.
would all the pop-ups pop up?
No, I don't think they'd pop
They
up
didn't have
back then.
spam,
But you
yeah.
were going through thousands of websites, just going, come on, Baker's Delight, do a free sample. Can't this website?
You wouldn't even be on Google. You'd be on Ask Jeeves.
Yahoo, I think.
Hey
we're on.
Jeeves, I've got a question
Back in the
for
day.
you. Where did you get your action back in the day, Clint?
Did your parents ever catch you, Clint, online?
Nah.
Go through search history.
Oh, that's a rookie move. If you're not deleting that.
Clear history.
Yeah. Sometimes I
Clear
even just-
cookies.
I just pour fuel over the laptop and light it on fire.
Oh, don't flatter yourself. Laptops weren't invented when you were doing this. I had laptops at school. You are far too old for that kind of behaviour. You would have been on downloading pictures on floppy disks
Yeah, she's got
to share with your mates.
It was a hard disk, to be honest. Thank you. 13, 24, 10.
Oh, we're taking calls on this, are we?
Yeah.
What are we going to ask people?
13, 24, 10.
If you lived in the Brazilian rainforest, what would you miss the most?
What would you go to first?
Are you done? We want to know if you lived in the Brazilian rainforest. No. 13, 24, 10.
What are you asking?
Have you caught your kids or were you caught looking at naughty websites? Everyone's done school drop-off now, so it's a safe space. You can remain anonymous if you don't want to embarrass the kids. But yeah, have you been caught by your parents?
You got caught by your mother-in-law.
We are out of time.
Did you?
13, 24,
Yes,
10.
he got caught by Wendy
Pants
busted.
down.
Yeah.
No.
Pants
yeah,
down?
yeah. Busted by Wendy.
We're not doing
Why do you
this.
think they have such a rocky relationship,
We are
Jason
not
and Wendy?
doing-
That's because they can no longer look at each other.
13, 24, 10
A rocky relationship
is our
the way
number.
to describe it.
Have you caught your kids
He turned
or
my
did your
microphone
parents catch you
Or your
off.
son-in-law.
I've got the ability to turn it back on.
looking at naughty websites? We're going to come back and take your calls next on Nova. Just organising a family holiday to Brazil.
With
There's
Wendy, your mother-in-law.
Shut up. There is a group in
So what happened there?
the Amazon, remote Amazon. They finally just got the internet thanks to Tesla's Starlink. The only problem is everyone in the village is hooked on adult websites.
It's pretty funny.
13, 24, 10. Just parking. Jokes aside for a sec, there'd be a lot of parents in awkward situations that, catch their kids.
Yeah, like your mother-in-law when she caught you.
I like catching their kids on adult websites.
Red-handed,
do you-
Jase.
Red-handed. He said.
Or just
He said
handed.
they've never spoken about it. Him and Wendy.
Can we, seriously, it's very uncomfortable for me.
He keeps turning my microphone off. But guess what? Now we're at Nova. We have technology here, which means I can turn my microphone back on whenever I want.
Who designed these studios? I don't like that she can turn her
He
microphone
doesn't want me
on.
talking about when our boss has just walked in. He doesn't want me talking about when his mother-in-law caught him red-handed.
Okay. And
Just handed.
Caught him red-handed.
One-handed.
They've never discussed it, but I thought we should break the ice and get her on the line. Wendy,
no.
we got Wendy there.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought you did.
Just one-handed. Yeah.
Yeah, we get
Wasn't
it,
even
Clint.
a handful. Anyway,
Are you two done?
not really, but we're running out of time.
You know the worst bit that day? I had to drop her in the city afterwards and we got caught in traffic.
Oh!
We're on the freeway.
Both hands on the steering wheel, Jase.
Bumper
Keep
to
your hands so
bumper.
we can see them, Jason.
We're just sitting
on
there in
your mother-in-law.
silence, and then she just looks over at me and goes, "Sorry, I walked in. I was just getting deodorant. I just want to roll out of the car on the freeway." It was
What,
the
did you
worst
walk into the bathroom? Were you in the bathroom?
It's in my bedroom.
You can't walk.
On my bed.
Was it?
You can't walk into your adult son-in-law's bedroom without
Thank you,
knocking.
Lauren. Thank you.
But also, you can't do that when your mother-in-law's staying.
Was it?
You can't do that.
That's what my wife said.
Was it one of the kids' iPads?
No.
Oh my gosh, you didn't have an iPad.
No, I had my
She didn't
phone.
see the contents of it. Oh, your phone.
Are you done? Are you done?
Not really. No. Just a phone.
Your life sucks sometimes, and that's one of them. Oh, we've
I'm
got all
sure
these
this-
callers
I'm
who want to.
This is not a video.
Yeah. People want to empathise with you.
I'm sure
Come
this
on,
stuff
this might make
happens in
you
the
feel better.
suburbs all the time.
Yeah, look, it
Jase.
happened in Doncaster to Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
Do you
did your
empathise with
mother-in-law
Jase?
catch you?
Charlie?
Hello.
Hi, Charlie. Do you empathise with Jase?
Have you been caught?
Mate, I've got one a little bit worse, I'd have to say.
Oh God.
Okay, keep it clean, Charlie.
I'll keep it as clean as I can, but this is back when, it was magazines, and I was a bit young. I'm the youngest of a few brothers.
Yep.
And sort of snuck into one of their rooms one day and was having a look at one of the magazines.
Good on you, Charlie.
And, in walked my mum.
Yep.
And that was very, very embarrassing.
Did you
could
get
say
caught
the least.
red-handed?
Oh, as red-handed as possibly. But,
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah. Been there.
Hi, Mum.
And I wouldn't be calling if I knew she'd be listening to Nova, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, don't worry.
there's a little one that I just thought of as well. It's a little bit worse as well than that.
I'll tell you what.
Go, Charlie. What's
No.
worse? No, tell me.
We've got to go to a song.
No, we don't.
We'll hear what it is on
What
the
are
other.
we in a rush to go to? I'm not in a
Charlie.
rush.
Charlie,
what are we
what
going to play?
happened, bro?
Houdini
This
again
will
by
give you
Eminem?
the laugh, I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
Yeah,
This
go,
will give you
Charlie.
the
Come on,
laugh.
Charlie.
Come on.
So years later, I had a few drinks and I was with a girl, and she was back at my parents' house. And anyway, so I went up the street to get some drinks, and I rang on my partner's number. Well, she didn't pick it up. My mum did, and me being a bit drunk, I didn't realise it was my mum, and I sort of said, "Can't wait to get home tonight."
Oh, he's
Shoot
turned
your
you
mum.
down. He muted you. Oh, did Mum like this dirty talk?
You know what? That's on you. You asked for that story.
Yeah, I
not
liked
as
it.
bad
Good
as
good
Jase
story.
with his mother-in-law.
We've got Jason's mother-in-law, Wendy, joining us on the show.
Listen, enough's enough.
We've really got to get to the bottom of it.
Yes.
Actually, no, we don't.
Okay, so if you've just tuned in, there's a tribe in the Amazon who have been given the internet for the first time, which I'm not into.
This has got to be cut out of the podcast too, because she listens to the podcast.
Anyway, we just told a great story about Jason. The tribe in the Amazon have got the internet and they've discovered some interesting adult websites.
Yes.
And then we started telling the story about Jace's mother-in-law walking in on him having a good time on similar websites. Is that how you would put it nicely, Clint?
Yeah, summary accepted, Lauren.
Yeah.
You've done a good job.
Nicole.
He wasn't on AFL.com, was he?
I'm 13,
No.
24, 10.
You spelt corn wrong when you're trying to look for corn farmers.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Nicole.
Did you get busted in similar circumstances?
No, it wasn't me, actually. So years ago, I was working with a lady and she was complaining that lots of people were always commenting on, her son's behaviour and that he was a bit of a turd. Anyways, a couple of weeks later, my husband leant over and dropped his phone into a drum of paint and it wouldn't work. And then the next day at work, I was saying, oh, so annoying, we've got to get him a new phone now. And she said, why don't you guys just take my son's phone? He's 12 years old. He doesn't need it. He's an adult.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I said, oh, are you sure it will only be, just for a month until, we save up a bit of money and get my husband a new phone?
Nicole, how bad was the phone?
We borrowed the phone and we were really grateful. And then my husband called me over one night and he's like, oh, look at this. And I'm like, what is it? And as he went on, a web page like Google to look up
Oh,
things,
he hadn't cleared his
there were
history.
about 19 other pages
Oh.
and they were all not just looking up the deed,
Yeah.
but looking up like X-rated things.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Curious, very curious.
I told you about a friend of mine who broke her phone and boss's PA said, "Oh, he's got a broken phone. He's got a spare phone. He's got a new one. Just take this."
The boss.
The boss.
Never look at the
Yeah. The PA gave it to my friend who worked there too.
No.
And she put her SIM card in it and it had home videos on it. Yeah. Yes.
Are they good?
Of the boss. Yeah.
On the job.
Yeah. Yep, some home videos on the old
Okay.
iPhone.
Oh, good on him.
You wouldn't be keeping that in your drawer at work,
No, you
would you?
chuck it on OnlyFans. Make
Are
some
you sure
cash.
you want to talk about this? Are you sure you want to talk about? Oh, sorry, hang on,
Me?
wrong button. No, executive producer Brody has just put his hand up.
Goodness gracious.
This
Where's
could,
this
this
going?
could be absolutely anything.
Get
The
ready
wheels
to
have
dump,
fallen off today.
dump the executive producer.
I remember when I was at uni, we had a uni lecture in one of those old school like amphitheaters, and I had
With
my
the big
iPod,
projector.
my iPad, which I used to take notes down on, obviously in lectures and things like that. And I had forgotten the previous night that I had been doing some searching, and then so the moment I unload, and I was about, I would say, halfway up, and so there was a bunch of people sitting behind me, and then as soon as I opened the Internet Explorer to search something within the lecture, up popped last night's searching, and then I didn't have the heart to turn around and see who was behind me, so I sat there for another hour just eyes straight forward because they would have seen everything.
Oh, did it have sound on?
No, but it started playing because I hadn't even paused the video.
At least it wasn't plugged in for the PowerPoint presentation you were supposed to show the whole class.
Was it halfway? What stage? No.
About a minute in.
Remember that guy that had the slideshow at his grandfather's funeral?
That's
Remember
right.
he called?
That's
and
right.
he put the slideshow on and a video started playing. The wrong video started
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, it's what
At
Grandpa would have wanted.
At
It
Granddad's funeral. Anne from Mooney Ponds, did you bust your son or son-in-law?
This is horrific.
Yeah, I was started watching that movie Bad Mums, and my
Oh,
11-year-old
it's so
son,
good, that movie.
Oh no!
It's so
no.
good.
Oh no! Yep.
But he walked in and he's like, "What are you watching?" Because there's a certain section at the start where the dad sneaks into his study and he looks on the laptop.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I quickly closed the show down, and then my son went missing for a while, and so I tracked him down, and he's searching up Pornhub because that's what he took away from watching the movie. And so we had this conversation around, look, this is sort of adult content. You shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next day he went to school and he bragged to all his mates about this site called Pornhub.
Oh no!
Yes,
Did he say that his mum taught him about it?
Well, he was looking up.
Mum was watching it?
He was looking up bad mums as well.
Bad moms.
That's how it ended up. Because one of the kids that he bragged to went home to his house and started to look up Cornhub because he misunderstood.
Corn,
So
oh, yeah.
Pornhub, yeah. So his parents busted him, and then next thing I'm getting dragged down to the school, and I'm getting a lecture from the school about what am I teaching my son, which has now gone to all these other kids.
Just say he
We were
likes his
looking up-
vegetables.
It was all because of Bad Moms, which, by the way, is a great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
On all streaming services. Let's wrap up.
I mean,
with-
we watched American Pie at school. Not at school, but when we were
Yes,
school age.
yeah.
That's what kids do.
Angela, did you catch your boyfriend?
Hi, yes. So basically, let's keep this sharp. You guys are really enjoying this, by the way, too.
Oh,
Yeah, we
loving
are.
it.
We are. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
having a great time.
Oh, yeah, you are. I don't know
Jason's
how
having
you
a good
work,
time
but anyway,
before his mother-in-law spoiled him.
So my boyfriend, my boyfriend was the first year of meeting him. So he was in his room, just enjoying himself. He was watching, I don't know what episode of what it was, but he was sort of, finishing off. And
The
his mum
episode,
just did a quick knock, no like pause, like come in.
Yep.
No, knock, knock. Hello.
No, you can't do that.
No.
Mum.
No, you can't. No, you can't do that. But then she walked in with his dinner.
With his
as he
dinner?
was finishing.
Does he have dinner in bed?
Yeah.
a hotel.
No, it was in his room. Like,
Right,
come
yeah.
on, like, baby boy, last kid,
Yep,
like,
yep.
Cross it.
why not?
Cross it.
So, anyway.
He's having bangers
so
and
I'm pretty-
mash for dinner.
Yeah,
no,
right.
I'm pretty sure it was a chicken parma.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so instead of, walking away, we put it next to him, and I'm like, oh, wow. like, when he told me, I was like, that's awkward.
She just
But,
just didn't bat an eyelid. Just walked in with his Palmer, put it next to him, and said,
"Enjoy.
Go on, son."
Pretty much. So I up to this day, I still, give her grief about it, and she
wouldn't.
used that. She said, "Oh, that's my baby. He came out of me." And I said,
Oh,
well, he might have
Mum.
came out of you. He might have came out of you, but he comes in me.
No.
I've dumped.
Did you?
I've had to dump her. First dump on the show.
Did that happen?
We've never done that.
Angela.
She was really building, wasn't she?
No, here comes our boss. Look at his face. Our boss is in town from Sydney today.
Change of tone.
Our listeners are wonderful.
Nova Red Room. Keita
But
Alexander
Angela went rogue.
joins us next.
Introducing our next guest. She's an Aussie singer-songwriter who was found by Fisher when he went fishing for some new hooks. These hooks were so good that they debuted their collab at Coachella. Please welcome to the show up-and-coming superstar Keita Alexander. Woo!
Keita Alexander.
Keita, friend of the
you.
show, good morning. Welcome back to Melbourne.
Thank you. I love it here.
How are you coping with our freezing cold weather coming from the northern rivers of Byron Bay?
You know what? I've been getting up at the crack of dawn to do sprints in the park and
sprints.
Yeah, but
Same.
No, no, I've just
Lord.
gotten into it.
Okay.
And Owen and I were actually sprinting the kids, like racing them. And afterwards, we felt so good. We're like, wait, is this our new like exercise thing?
Instead of running on the beach, running
Well,
on
no,
the park.
not just running or walking, just like full blown trying to win.
Sprinty.
You're not going to post a Rachel Finch video on us where you're screaming at your kids to run faster,
You know what? I will admit, I have tripped my kids to win a race. So
Good.
Oh, you're not a stage mom. You're a competitive
I'm
mom.
so competitive.
I
Just
love that.
instilling that competitive spirit in
Well,
them
for
early.
those who don't know, Keita's husband Owen is one of Australia's best ever surfers. So he's an athlete himself. Who's more competitive, you or him?
To be honest, I think me.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if it's been announced and I don't know if it will 100% go through, but
Right.
we're doing the Olympic swim trials are on next week.
Yeah, Clint's competing.
Guess
Wait.
who else is competing in
Clint's
that?
in a charity match.
No.
Are you in the charity
I'm
match?
doing it. Can we be on the same team?
No, I think
it's celebrity versus
Celebrity.
celebrity. It's dog eat dog.
Oh,
So
so
you
we're
and-
both celebrities? Is that the
Yeah,
idea?
that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Are you
Hey,
and Owen in the same relay team or
I
against
wanna
each
be
other?
in his team because he's like got the biggest stroke.
he's
I
so
don't know.
good in the
He's
water.
it. I'm done.
I know.
Can I just say, Clint, if I was you, I would not want to be on the block standing next to a professional ex-surfer
Owen
with
Wright.
a rig like that.
Keita.
No.
I'm going to be wearing I'm trying to find a sparkly swimsuit. I'm going to be.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
sorry.
trying to find
Taking
a,
a piss.
he's trying
You
to
should
find
go
a
on a
piping
rubber
hot rash
ring.
shirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I
this
have an
is
excuse for being
so
slow.
much more pressure
That is so
now.
funny. We've been hanging it on him about that for a week.
No, it's nerve wracking.
I'm gonna be in Dick stickers on the
Yeah.
blocks on national television.
How good.
Primetime TV.
I did ask if they
There's
wanted
nowhere
me
to
to come and
hide.
sing the national anthem before the race, but they declined.
Really? I'd take that if I were you.
Okay.
If,
Anyways.
if you haven't been eating bad food for the last few weeks, you're not going to eat food
No.
for the next week. Jeez.
Hey, swimming aside, the Nova Red Room is tonight. Chapel of Chapel is such a cool venue. You know, the first time I went there, I was walking past and I was like a teen. I think I was like 15, and Live were in there
Oh, yeah.
doing Dolphins Cry, and I was like, I love
Throwing copper live.
Yeah, and I was
Cool.
like, I love Live, and we stuck our heads in, and they were like, come in and watch, and they're filming a TV show there, and it was the best gig I've ever seen.
Good
so I'm
venue.
so excited to see you there
That's
tonight. Yeah, they played there before their Rod Laver show, and it was the best gig I've ever been to.
How did you get in? That's special.
They just saw these teenagers who were trying to sneak in, and they were like, "Come on in," and we
That's
loved it.
What's-
It's such a cool venue.
Yeah, it's special.
Keita, what's your preparation like? Do you go through? Do you do anything like athletes have? Sort of preparation they have.
Because Clint plans on doing about 40 push-ups before the swimming race.
Yeah, like, is there anything you have to do before you get out on stage?
Before I get out on stage, I'm still trying to refine that.
Yeah.
Because I still feel like I'm new to touring. But in the lead up, I try and really feel prepared. I do work out more so while singing.
We've got to be fit to sing and dance and move.
But you know what? My tour finished like a month ago, so I feel like I've been on holidays for a month, and I'm like, have I rehearsed enough?
Well, a little peek behind the curtains. I went and saw Keita on her tour when she played here in Melbourne, and we all rolled in from dinner. Myself, my partner Paul, Keita's husband Owen, and a big Darcy Moore was there. A big crew of us that had gone for dinner. And we rolled in. We're sitting in Keita's green room out the back. We're all drinking champagne. She's in the corner trying to like do her vocal warm-ups and drink peppermint
I locked
tea.
myself in the bathroom.
And then she said, "You guys enjoy yourselves. I'm going to lock myself in the bathroom and do my vocal
Don't
warm-up."
leave. I'm fine.
We were like, we should probably go.
Yes.
So you were eating her fruit platter.
Oh,
were you?
yeah. We were drinking her
All
champagne
the
while she was
alcohol.
drinking tea.
There was none left when I got off stage.
Very considerate of our social event you were warming up in the bathroom.
I promise we will keep Lauren out of the green room pre-show
No
tonight.
way. No way. I've always wanted to be a bit of a groupie.
Rock star.
Always.
Yeah.
I'll be hanging out.
Someone else has got to be the rock star when I'm trying to be the athlete, right?
That's it.
Hey,
well, your husband does that very well. You flipped there.
What can we prepare in the? What can we expect in the set tonight?
All the bangers. We're just going to bang it out, banger after banger. So like Zodiac, obviously.
Yep. Brilliant.
I reckon I'll do my rendition of Atmosphere, but then also, can't spill all of it.
Okay, no, good point.
So Atmosphere is the song you did with Fisher, but you've got a beautiful acoustic version of that.
I do. And I honestly, our mutual friends, i.e. some really cool people who really initiated the song in the first place, think mine is better. So I claim that. Yeah.
There you go.
Shots fired.
Does it feel like the world's spinning that little bit quicker right now?
Yeah, definitely.
And is that fun?
It is fun. And I'm trying to find the balance between going, I often forget I have kids and a husband at home when I'm out. I'm
So
like,
does
oh,
Jase.
really? I'm like, wait, no.
Look, we've had a lot of excited people ring to try and score invites. The final invites for tonight's Nova Red Room, 132410 is our number. Keita Alexander, we cannot wait to see you on stage tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for playing the Red Room.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
And good luck kicking me out of the green room.
As if.
Woo! I'll be a woo girl.
Good luck in the pool as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good luck.
May the
Oh,
best swimmer win.
I'm tipping it's not going to be Clint.
No.
And you, by the sounds of it.
Hey, we got calls coming through now for final tickets. 132410 is our number. Just quickly before we let you go, Keita, do you want to do the honours?
Yes.
I know Jess is a huge fan. Morning, Jess.
Hi, guys. Hi. How are you?
We are good. You are on the air, and we've got a special guest here that wants to say hello.
Hi, Jess. It's Keita.
Oh, my God. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. You've won tickets for tonight's show.
Tonight? Oh, my God. I'm dying.
Yeah, we're going to Chapel at Chapel, Nova's Red Room. Jess, we'll see you there.
After party at Lauren's.
Yee.
Did you know that? I'm running an
Yeah, I'm
unofficial.
coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Don't, because my fiance Paul will take this and run with it.
He really
and
will.
And you're all going to end up at my house and I'll be filthy about it. On a school night.
All of a sudden, not so wrapped about crashing the green room, are we?
I mean, it is a long weekend. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's a living. All right, Keita Alexander, we will see you tonight on stage at the Red Room.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being a friend.
All right, that is it. We are getting out of here. Red Room tonight. Looking forward to that. Hey, thanks for joining us on the show today. It's been a fun one.
It's been a fun one.
Yeah. Earlier, had some dramas, had to dump a caller because things got a little blue. The raw audio will be in the show podcast.
Raw.
Okay, bad choice of words.
Jase, you also asked me, we were talking about someone earlier, and you said, man, there's no one on social media. And I've been doing some online stalking. I've decided I'm an investigator. I could find anyone from anywhere at any time.
What app did you use?
A bit of everything.
Oh, so
She's
you
very
cross-checked
good. She's very good
across the apps.
Yeah. If anyone's looking for anyone, come to me. I'll find them.
So they got to find you to find
Long
someone.
lost.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's a
tell
side
me and I'll
business.
find them.
We might test that on the show, actually,
Let's
later in
do
the
it.
week. Hey, have a great day, everyone. We'll see you at the Nova Red Room tonight. Mel is in next. Turtles.
Bye.
Thank you for being a friend. Gonna be a good day.
Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.
Nova.